Hello guys, my name is Dorothy. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you how I sew this beautiful stylish corporate dress that I am putting on. In my previous video, we did the pattern drafting and cutting. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with us how I made this dress. If this is something you are interested in, please watch this video to the very end so you don't miss out on any detail or explanation. And also do not forget to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube will push this video to more people, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Now let's get started with the video. So guys, I've gone ahead to transfer my pattern paper to the fabric, and as you can see, I left some sewing allowances on the side. It's 1 inch sewing allowance that I left on the side. The fabric that I use is quite stretchy, so there is no need for me to add plenty sewing allowances. So if you want, you can make 1.5 or 2 inches your sewing allowances. Okay, at the length I added 5 inches. Remember, the length we work on the pattern was 40, so I wanted the length of the dress to be longer, so when I was transferring the pattern to the fabric, I added 5 inches to the length of the dress. That is basically all that I did when I was transferring this pattern to the fabric, and I did the same thing to the back pieces as well. I'm going to keep the pattern paper one corner while we work on the sewing. The first thing that we'll be joining is the dart, so I will simply place my dart area on top of each other, right side facing each other. Then I'll go ahead and use my office pin to pin this around. You can actually take this over to the sewing machine and sew it directly on the dart, but for the sake of my beginners, I'm just going to pin this all the way around so that you see what it looks like before we take this over to the sewing machine and sew. So guys, this is what I have after I was done pinning the both pieces, and this is how it's going to look like. Now I'm going to head over to the sewing machine and sew the both sides. So guys, this is what I have after I was done sewing the dart. You can see how it looks. I went on to use my pressing iron to iron the dart that I sew. When I was joining the dart, I had excess fabric on the armhole. That is, one of the darts part is longer than the other. So now I'm going to use my scissors to trim it up so that everything will become equal. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use my bias to pipe this neckline. I will simply place the bias on the neckline just the way you see me doing. Then I'm going to use my pin to pin this. I will keep arranging this bias to the neckline, and I'm going to be using my pin to pin this all the way around. After pinning this all the way around, I'm going to head over to the sewing machine and I'm going to sew it. Then I will fold it up like this, then I'll fold it again and make a top stitch on it. Now let me go on and do this and bring it so that you see what we have, and I will be doing the same thing to the both back pieces as well. So guys, this is what I have after I was done piping the neckline. You won't see the sewing because I'm working with black fabric, and I also went on to sew the neckline of the back pieces as well. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to place the both back pieces together, right side facing each other. Now I'll take this over to the sewing machine to fix the zip. The zip that I'm using for this dress is an invisible zipper. You can do any zipper of your choice. Now for this overlapping design or this stylish design, I've gone ahead to cut this using my pattern paper, and I added all the necessary sewing allowances. Here is the second piece as well, and when I was done cutting this, I went on to iron it. I used paper gum to gum this all the way around, just as you can see. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to fold in the dart. Remember, I already notched the side dart, so I'll just fold it up like this. Then I'll take this over to the sewing machine and I'll sew it. I'll do the same thing to the other pieces as well. I will simply fold the side dart like this, then I will head over to the sewing machine to stitch this. So let me go ahead and do this and bring it so you see what we have. So guys, this is what I have after I was done sewing this side dart. I ironed the dart, that's why it's looking so flat. So now the next thing I'm going to do is to place the both pieces right side facing each other. Now I'm going to use my pin to pin the neckline. I'm going to use my office pin to hold the neckline all the way around, so go ahead and do the same thing. After I was done pinning the neckline, the next thing I went on to do is to pin round the C curve, just the way you see me doing. I pinned this all the way to this curve part of the hip. Now I'm going to head over to the sewing machine to sew around the neckline, the C curve, just like this, all the way around to this curvy part of the hip. This is what I have after I was done sewing it. You can see how the thread run through the neckline, that C curve all the way to the part of the hip. I didn't sew the other side because I'll be using this opening to turn this over to the right side. Now I'm going to use my scissors to notch round the neckline so that when we turn this over to the right side, the neckline will sit properly. And I'm also going ahead to notch round the C curve all the way like this to the hip line where the stitch stopped. I'll be using this opening on the side to turn this over to the right side. This is what it looks like on the right side. So now I'm just going to head over to the ironing table and iron this out. This is what I have after I was done ironing this. You can see how neat this looks. The next thing that I'm going to do is to place this stylish design on the front piece, that is this black inner. Now I'm going to go over to the sewing machine and I'll sew this side, top stitch on this overlapping side and this other side. For the back pieces, I've gone ahead to fix the zipper. As you can see, I use an invisible zipper for this. The next thing I'm going to do is to arrange this properly on the table, and I've also gone ahead to join the front pieces, that is this second piece on it, and I stitch all of that. Now I'm going to place the front pieces on the back pieces, right sides facing each other. Now I'm going to arrange this properly, then you'll mark the measurement. So on my bust point, I'm going to divide my round bust measurement by 2 and I marked it. Now I'm going to use my chalk to mark the both side, taking note of the allowance that I left, and I'm going to do the same thing to the waistline. I'm going to divide my waist circumference by 2 and I'll mark it on both sides as well. After that, I'm going to mark my hip measurement. I'll simply divide the hip measurement by 2 as well, and I'll mark it on both sides, taking note of the allowance. On the hemline, I'm also going to divide it by 2 and I'll mark it on both sides. After that, I'm going to use my chalk to connect all the points together to form the body shape. Now I'm going to head over to the sewing machine to join this side, and I'm also going to sew the shoulder. So I'll simply place the back shoulder line in between the front one like this, and I will go ahead and sew it. And I'll do the same thing to the second shoulder line as well. I'll simply place the back shoulder line in between the front shoulder line, then I'll head over to the sewing machine to sew it. So guys, this is what I have after I was done sewing the shoulder line. You can see how neat this look. You can also see the side that it's also looking neat. The rough edges are in between, and I'm also gone ahead to sew the both side. To work on the sleeve, I'm just going to arrange this shoulder line very well so that everything stays in place. After that, I'm going to use my tape rule to measure around the armhole, and when I measured this, I had 9.5, and I did the same thing to the second side. I went on to measure around the armhole also, and I had the same 9.5. Now I'm going to keep this aside while we work on the sleeve. I have these pieces here that I have already cut out that I'll be using to draft my sleeve, so I've already folded this into 2. Now I'm going to use my office pin to pin the edges so that it stays in place when we are drafting. The measurement that I used in cutting out this piece is my round armhole measurement. You divide it by 2. Whatever you have, that is what you will use to cut out the piece. For the length of the sleeve, the length that I am working with is 20 inches. So on this top here, I'm going to come down by 2.5 inches. Now I'm going to use my chalk to create the sleeve armhole. On the sleeve cap, I'm going to come down by 8 inches for my round armhole length. On this point that I marked, I'm going to divide my round armhole measurement by 2 and I'll mark it. My round armhole is 12, divided by 2 is 6. Then I added 1 inch sewing allowance to it. Then on the wrist here, I'm going to divide my round wrist measurement by 2 and I'll mark it. Then I added 1 inch sewing allowance to it. Now I'm going to use my chalk to connect all these points together. I forgot to measure around my armhole so that if what we have here is the same with what we have on the dress. I measured this all the way like this, and what I had here is 9.5. I marked it, then I added 1 inch sewing allowance. Now I'm going to connect these 2 points together. After that, I'm going to cut this out. After cutting this, I'm going to notch the midpoint of the sleeve. Now I'm going to place this sleeve on another piece to cut the same thing out. And this is what we have after I was done cutting the second piece. The next thing is I'm going to fold the length of the sleeve like this, then I'll fold it again. After that, I'll take this over to the sewing machine and I will sew it. The next thing is to place the sleeve on the dress armhole. So I will simply place the notch point of the sleeve on the shoulder point, that is this joining where my shoulder is. Now I'm going to use my office pin to pin this together. After that, I'm just going to arrange the pieces together, right side facing each other, then I'll pin this all the way around. Now I'll head over to the sewing machine to sew the sleeve armhole and also the side. This is what I have after I was done joining the sleeve, and also I went on to sew the side. You can see how this looks. After that, I went on to hem the length of the dress. So let me turn this over to the right side so that you see what it looks like. This is what it looks like on the right side. You can see how beautiful this looks. The next, I'm going to place this button on it. I think this too is just enough like this. Now I'm going to use my needle to tack the button down. Thank you so much for watching this video. If this video was helpful, like this video, and if you have any question concerning this tutorial, leave your question in the comment section and I will attend to it. Do not forget to share this video and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Bye. See you all in my next one.